All right. I'm mostly expecting VOD gamers to see this one because it's probably going to be a bit of a shorter stream. Basically, I thought I could probably squeeze one of these in before the wife gets home. And I wanted to kind of update you guys a little bit that might be interested in this game as to what's been going on. So I've just been grinding away at the main quest. Honestly, there hasn't really been anything new in terms of video game, like nothing new that we haven't already covered in my previous Wayfinder series, which is why I'm kind of taking the opportunity to grind a bunch of stuff on camera. However, I did find this mount. So right over down here, this guy basically will trade you various costumes and such with a token that you get depending on the pack that you ended up owning with the live service version. Suffice to say, I do feel a bit ripped off, but at the same time, the mount is kind of the only thing that I wanted in the first place. So I don't really care. And then otherwise, the main thing that I've just been grinding, honestly, has been trying to awaken your boy Wingrave, because I noticed that one of the coolest looking costumes is gotten at the max awakening. So I've just been grinding a lot of these resources. Thankfully, where you obtain these resources is still relevant to my older guides, so that was nice, because it means that I know where to get all of these. Except for the stupid phoenix feathers, those suck. But anyway, I thought we would end up squeezing in a main quest or two. Investigate the Codex Hall's breach in the Highlands. Oh, I have to go to the Highlands. And then let me guess, I gotta go back into town because this quest design is ass. But yeah, I'll slowly chip away at this game. I don't know if I'll do another live stream until I've gotten more so to the end game content. I just kind of wanted to check in and just let people know, hey, this is pretty cool game. It's definitely gotten a lot better than it was while it was live service. It still has a lot of its issues, I will say that. See.
Did you know?
Oh, hello. Most of all the quests. Oh my god.
Zal was made as a
Enter the expedition unraveling Aurelian. Thought I already did this, but sure. Now I don't know if the quest is gonna screw me over, but I do need to grind some molten ore. And the way that the multipliers or modifiers work is if you put one modifier, it gets you just that specific type of ore at its base grade. And then as soon as you put a second modifier, regardless of if it's the same modifier or not, you'll get sparkling, like the next grade of ore. And then further on in the game, we'll end up being able to have 3 modifiers, and then that'll end up giving you the third tier, the pristine ore. Funny thing is, I already did this dungeon before, but it looks like it's just do it again. That's fun. Okay, because it's opportunity for more items. I just wish that those damn phoenix feathers could spawn more often. Guys, I got the step dance. Oh, jeez. Okay, this dungeon is well worth it. I do wish that it would stop giving me items for classes I'm not using. However, I don't know if armor is actually generating duplicates. It might be. Oops. What do I got? I see. I was supposed to hit this. Oh, ew, yeah, this quest is literally just doing this dungeon again. That's fun.
Reassemble. Chaos and order.
Blood ore? No.
How my blood boils watching you work. Go.
Well, unfortunately, as far as the stream's concerned, that means we'll probably only be able to do this. But again, you know, it was most of all just about catching you guys up. Because I think by the time I'm done with this dungeon, I'm probably gonna have to start making dinner for the wife. And then I've got the Monster Hunter Wilds game that I'm gonna be streaming later today. Ooh, that was close. I did see that treasure down there. Oh, I got a shadow bed. Nice. But yeah, if I were to give my feedback on the game, I mean, I've already kind of voiced my opinion about it during the other streams, but I would recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's a really good grind. It is single player technically, like it does have the online co-op, but with that, the caveat I would say is, oh well, what's the point in grinding? Because if it's just a single player game, what's the incentive of grinding all these different skins and stuff if you technically just beat the game and then move on? But even regardless of that, I feel like I'm more invested in the game now just because it's actually like a lot more functional. And it's like, it still is online. In regards to the Wingrave skin that I was talking about, where I have to get him like max awakening, I honestly don't know if I'll even bother doing that. It's kind of my long-term goal right now, but will the game sustain until then? I don't know. Oh. The main thing that I need to see before I judge it preemptively with its end game is, I know that the end game involves what they call mythic hunts, and And I don't think I ever did any mythic hunts on the live service version of the game, so they might be like atrocious in terms of like the grind. It might be like really hard. More so I'm worried that it's going to be very tedious. Oh, that order. Because that was a big issue that a lot of people had with the live service version of the game, is that a lot of the grinding eventually became like really, really annoying, where it was like, you know, there was one boss in particular, I forget what he's called, but it was basically like a, okay, fight this guy for like an hour, and as soon as, damn it, this stupid game. Fight this guy for like an hour, and then if you mess up even once, or if you die, it's like, oh, you just wasted an hour of your time. And that's just obnoxious game design. That's not like good game design. Like this right here, this is obnoxious. This isn't fun. And the timing on all of these is like just ever so slightly off. The thing that's kind of interesting as well is, oh, there's an arrow switch, I guess. The other thing that's kind of interesting is this dungeon is technically a reskin or reused from an old Halloween event back in the day. Oh, it was done. It just took too long to load. The long term, that makes me question, like, you know, they obviously have said that they haven't like abandoned the game, they're still going to be adding content, but it makes me question, when will we start to see like actual brand new content? Because as of right now, most of the content that's been added to the game has been stuff that was originally going to be delivered slowly over the live service lifespan of the game. Kind of like a trope situation where we've had a lot of like old content slowly refined and then eventually added to the game as if it's something new, but deep down it's like, well, this is just some old content that finally got finished. So like, even with the character Laura, for example, she's technically not new, because she was in the game's code a couple of years back, actually. And I'm not necessarily saying that as a negative towards the devs by any means. I'm just saying, like, just observationally, like, I want to see what they can manage to deliver now that the game is like severely under budget kind of situation. Because ideally the game, you know, still is going strong, but I don't have the metrics for that, so I have no idea if that's actually the case. The game might be like slowly just bleeding to death right now, but I think that there's a lot worse games that you could get for the same price that deliver far less in terms of their content. In fact, there's another game that comes to mind that really reminds me of Wayfinder, or rather, Wayfinder kind of reminds me of it. And that game was called Godfall, if I recall. And it was an era game very similar to this, where it was like a single player / co-op dungeon crawler. Actually had a really competent end game. but it took a while before it got to that point, and furthermore, the game was ridiculously expensive day one. And eventually that's what ultimately killed it, is it was so expensive and just so generic and lackluster that most people skipped it. The only reason I even know about that game is because a buddy of mine convinced me to try it because it was part of like PS Plus at one point or something. And when we played it, it was actually really good. Like it had a really, really confident like end game and grind to it. That was like, oh dude, this is like a third-person Diablo. Like there's proper loot scaling and stuff like that. I'd say it was, the design of it was actually even better than Wayfinder in terms of like the way that it dealt with the content or distributed it. But for whatever reason, I just couldn't get into that game. I don't know, the combat was not my favorite. I remember Godfall. Yeah, it was like, it wasn't a bad game by any means. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, back to the beginning. Oh, Shadow Man. But Wayfinder just really reminds me of that, I would say. Did they keep the co-op in Wayfinder? Yep, it still has co-op. It basically just removed the MMO aspect of the game, which honestly has been far better for it. And let's be real, this game was an MMO light. Like, I do miss running into a crap ton of people in the open world area, but as far as like seeing 100 players in town, I'll take the trade-off where we actually have like far better load times and more stable gameplay. It's just, as I mentioned earlier, it means that the content, like I can see like myself being like, I could get to the point where there's this really rare item that I'm really struggling with obtaining, and I would be like, well, it's not an MMO, so why am I bothering? That's kind of the danger that I see with it being single player. We'll see if it gets to that. I need to get to the end game first to experience how much pain it is. But I think also Wayfinder's come around the perfect time because, you know, Path of Exile got delayed, and generally speaking, there's not much happening right now in terms of like a good grindy game. So I'll probably be able to beat this and get pretty far into it, if not maxed out, before Path of Exile comes out. If I stay that dedicated. It honestly really depends. Because I don't want to speak too soon and say like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get to the end game, guys, in this single player RPG. Like, we'll see what happens. Oh, who's this?
That's an illuminant. The moment you felt it, I could feel it in the air.
Hunt the invertible breach and the
My friend.
I don't know what that just did, but oh, there you go, Shielder. You already joined. Oh, it's a void dungeon. Oh, okay. I haven't seen this guy. Yeah, I'm interested to check this out. Let's do solar imbuement again so I can get my stupid molten. This will be perfect because we might... Oh no, I didn't. Okay, I didn't get the text from the wife yet, so so we might be able to keep going for a bit. But at least this will be a really nice finale, potentially. Personally, I love Warframe. The amount of content the game has is insane for free to play. Yes, I completely agree. I will say, like, for me, I played Warframe for like 200-300 hours, and I'm just kind of done with it. But I have no negative points to say towards it. I think that if you like Warframe's grind, you would actually really enjoy this game. Because it's a very similar grind. Just again, not an MMO. Damn, this guy's cool. I'm such a tanky boy, I don't think it'll matter. I can just tank all of his attacks. Oh boy. Whoa. Oh, it's like a shadow version of the other guy. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, exactly, Voodoo. I'm gonna be playing this at my own pace, kind of thing. Like, you know me, when it starts getting to like stupid mechanics and stuff, that's usually when I opt out of playing. I'm just saying, like, it would be nice to experience the end game, but no promises that I will. You know what? I'm just gonna tank it. Here we go. Perfect. Laying on the hurt. Nice. We get any of the rares from him? Oh, he's got his echo. That guy would suck to farm over and over again. Oh, hey! New Gloom Dagger. That looks pretty neat. But yeah, I really like where this game's at in terms of its grind right now. Like, a lot of the mythic hunts, which are like the hardest bosses in the game, will drop like mounts or armor skins or weapons or whatever. I've noticed that certain dungeons guarantee you specific drops throughout the main story. Like, you always get the Grendel character unlocked at the big slime boss the first time you fight him, for example. But then there's also certain weapons you'll get. Enter the Gloom Gate. What Gloom Gate? This Gloom Gate? But as far as like just grinding random dungeons, I've noticed... Oh, it just... Oh. There's like a very small selection of weapons right now, because I'm assuming that as you get further along in the game, that variety is going to open up to give you the more complex and powerful weapons. Not that you can't just use whatever weapon you feel like, but... Okay, so this is actually... Yeah, this was the Halloween event. I remember had this void dungeon, so this is where they just reused it. Like, they recycled it for a void dungeon or whatever. Is it just me, or do they make it easier to get Sentient shards? Probably. Like, I think drop rates in general are like a lot better across the board. Like, I noticed with ore in particular that you need like quite a bit of ore in order to like upgrade characters or whatever. And I'll notice that like I only need to really do like a dungeon once or twice, and then I'll usually have enough to get like an awakened upgrade. The problem is just going to end up being the more refined materials. That's going to be the real issue. Like, again, stupid Phoenix Feather. That's really going to bottleneck me, because that's just a random event. Which, unfortunately, only spawns in one particular dungeon, which means that in order for me to farm it, I need to farm one particular dungeon 50,000 times. Like, if there was a way to get the event to spawn more frequently or something, I don't know. Oh, there's our treasure. Oh, there's a big treasure over there, apparently. Good thing it shows stuff on the map. Wait, where is this big boy treasure? I see a big yellow treasure on the map. What the hell is that? Is it up top or something? Oh, never mind. It's lying. Now it's over here. Where is it? Or is that like just a quest marker and it's glitched out? I feel like it's under the map. Clearly it's not though. Alright, I'll just ignore it. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Shielder marking it. Okay, I didn't know there was a player icon for like pinning treasures. Oh, sorry, Spencer. I didn't realize you were talking about Trove stuff. I thought you were talking about Wayfinder, because there's similar item names. You're talking about sentient shards for the Vanguard. I mean, I'll say good luck. With all the people that are duping things, maybe it's gonna be more common, but... Oh, nice. We're going to the new area. Is this gonna be the new map? Because I haven't been here since they changed it. Unless this is still just the same old town. I mean, this loading screen looks... Terrible loading. What the heck? My God. Must be a new area because I don't have it cached.
We've been trapped.
Yeah, shut up.
This past year, I don't connect.
Talking. Oh, nice. Whoa. Oh boy, yeah, it's got a cache. Oh my God. Damn, dude. Woo! This place looks so much... Maybe it's not so much better as it is just I've never been here before. Dude. We really need like a third-person Diablo game, dude. This really reminds me of Diablo. Like the good old days, not Diablo 4. Getting to the ice area in like Diablo 2 or something.
Onward.
Thank you. Okay, stop talking. Enter the Shrouded Woods. Is this just gonna be the same old dungeon? Wow. Do they got snow physics? No. I didn't really expect it, but... See, like, isn't this so cool? And it's so stylish, too. That's what I really like about this game. Meanwhile, we got the new Fable game that's probably gonna outsell this game like crazy, and yet... it's not gonna have nearly as much inventive ideas. Open the map. Oh my dear lord. Okay, so this is the open world area that they specifically gave us mounts for. Holy crap. That's exciting. Let's get it. What? Patrol quests are short quests that you can pick up at patrol beacons. That's a neat mechanic. I like that. The available patrol quests change every time you return to the overland, so be sure to complete as many as you can to collect marks and resources and stuff. Okay, I don't know what quest it gave me, but... Oh, find the strange wisp. Where? Oh, just in this area. I don't really like the idea of that quest, just finding garbage, but that's really cool, man. Let's not bother with that right now because I don't really have time. That's so cool though. That kind of completely changes the game. Like, I knew that they were working on the open world area. I didn't know it would be unlocked like so soon and actually be like very well thought out. Like, I love the idea of repeatable quests in games. Okay, here we go. Be more solar ore. Alright, this will have to be the last dungeon, and then I gotta go make Din Din for the wife before getting ready for the Monster Hunter stream later today. Does the Sweet 16 pack give all characters and the 2 new ones? Nope, it's called the Sweet 16 pack because it gives 16 of the classes. There are currently 18. So it doesn't give you the last 3, Larian, Bard, and Vanguard.
Be cautious.
Oh, I was gonna use my mount. I kind of feel like I should be able to use my mount in here. Now this area is nothing new. I've already seen this. That's kind of what I was saying earlier in the stream, like why I want to, like I'll probably end up doing a lot of this stuff off camera. Because now this is kind of like, oh, if you want to watch me grind through this dungeon, I've already got like plenty of footage of it. Plenty of other streams back when the game was live service, because widely, like the gameplay is generally the same. As for the open world stuff, that's dope. Like, I'm down to do those things, and more so, like, once my character is more refined, I can start doing grindy stuff as, like, on stream. Did they update the Sweet 16 pack? I do see the Vanguardian. Really? He shouldn't be there, because if he is, well, then maybe they did. I will have to take a look at that after I'm done with this, because that would actually be huge. That would mean that that's the highest value pack in the game. I mean, it already is anyway, as far as I'm concerned. Whoa, these guys hurt. Time to boost up my dagger damage. I don't know why I'm even fighting these things. Also, I realize my face cam's kind of blocking some stuff, but whatever. Fix it next time. Oh no, the weird furry guys. Has all characters except Bard and Solarian? Really? Yeah, that's crazy. I'll still double check that myself anyways, but that's... Yeah, it normally didn't have the Vanguard. Normally the best way to get the Vanguard was with like his cheapest pack, which I think was like 30 bucks. And then you got this game that used to be similar, but not anymore. Now you just buy it once and then you can grind everything free. Honestly, I think that would be the direction, like, if Trove was ever going to shut down, I think they'd have to do something similar to what they did with Wayfinder. I don't think that they will. Where's the chest? How did you even get up there? Oh. Come on, stop being stupid, game. I don't know if there was a proper way to get here, but I don't care. Nice. What's your favorite game? Well, statistics speaking, it would be Trove, right? The one game that I've been consistently playing for 10 years now. What? Where are you going, Shielder? But otherwise, top picks would be like Zelda Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, since it's just better Breath of the Wild. Grand Theft Auto 5. Hopefully GTA 6 tops that and isn't just Garbo. Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yotei coming out is probably going to be better than that. Elden Ring, obviously. I don't know how I could almost overlook that one. But it kind of depends, because I got like a lot of favorite games in various genres. Come on, give me the big money, big money, big money. If I buy Sweet 16, do I get credit pouches for each character I have? As far as I know, yeah. I don't know if it's credit pouches or just credits, but it'll probably say in the description. No, you scumbag! I hate you. Okay, dum-dum. No. Jesus, what a tanky boy. I don't know if he's tanky or if I just need better weapons. Probably both. Oh, that knockback is so annoying. He keeps getting just very slightly away from me and my character is missing with his attacks. Wait, he healed. Huh? Why is he healing? Furthermore, why is he healing to full HP? Like, what? Oh, okay. I see. It's a quest. Jesus, that scared me. I thought he had lifesteal and it was just that bad. Like... But okay, I guess that's it. Yeah, now that we're in this area, it's starting to give me that error weapon. Ooh, I hope the load times aren't atrocious every time we go to this open world area, because that would genuinely suck. The load times were the worst aspect of this game when it was live service. Ooh, okay, yeah, I don't like this open world area. This is like old Wayfinder right here. How broken that is. Because that wasn't awful.
You must prove you're worth the effort. Light lingers nearby, bound to old stone.
Hey, is that back in town?
Can you sense it?
Well, let's go turn this quest in, and then I gotta go and make supper. Leave me alone, scum. I wish that the game was just open world. Like, that would be dope.
Good. Find the spark that lingers here and seize it. The house is part of you. And charge
Did I do it? Guess so. Man, frame rate is awful in here. Jeez. I guess I'll have to lower some settings. Like, I didn't want to, but I've been dealing with a lot of issues with this game so far. 4070 Ti, by the way. What about favorite music? Most of all my genre would be like lo-fi nowadays, and usually, honestly, just like Nintendo remixes and stuff. Game Chops on YouTube is probably my favorite. Otherwise, I used to listen to like Muse, U2, Blink-182, Angels and Airwaves, stuff like that. I don't listen to traditional music as much anymore. One, I don't have time. Two, I find music to be distracting. Like I'm one of those freaks that when I go to the gym, I listen to silence.
spirits are drawn to the light.
Approach the threshold. Okay.
Stone.
Am I supposed to fight this goblin thing? Oh my god, my frames. Find the Greymon.
Come to Greymon, little Echo. Let us speak properly.
Trying to kind of get to the end of this main little quest part here before we wrap up.
Reminds me of something.
I assume is here. Okay, so if this is the old camp that, yeah, like if I can fast travel to here and it doesn't count as the same area as the open world, then that's fine. If there's a dungeon portal here, no, there is not. Ew. Because I was gonna say, like, I need a quick load time to come out of the dungeon and then go back into it. But it seems like that's not the case, unfortunately. But anyways, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Just a quick stream today. I'll probably, again, keep grinding stuff off camera. And every now and then I'll chime in with new streams once I feel like I've made enough progress or am at a new area that's worth talking about or whatever. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll just randomly start streaming again sometime soon. But in any case, we got Monster Hunter Wild beta in like a couple hours. So, yeah. Have a good one, guys.